Hey, what's up, Facebook and YouTube? It's your girl Mahogany Roots here, and I'm back at you again with another video. All right, you guys, so this video is going to be about recognizing when an evil presence is in your midst. Now, I looked through some of my past videos, and I did a video last year called Struggle Life People. That's one that I recommend that you watch before you watch this one because they're kind of co-indicative of each other, okay? Um, and I uploaded a video, and basically, Struggle Life People is talking about negative people. And I uploaded a video way last year. It was one of my first ones called I Want to Cut a MF Off. Same thing, same subject, really. Even bands. All those videos are talking about people who really aren't worth a damn and you needing to get away from that negative energy. Same scenario, okay? So when I say how to recognize the evil spirit, you can call it what you want to call it. I realize that everybody isn't religious. I'm not, I am spiritual. I am not religious, but I'm trying to make this easy for everybody to understand. Like I say, you don't have to believe in religion as long as you understand that we have forces that we come across on a day-to-day basis. Some of them are positive and some of them are negative energy, whatever you want to call it. How to keep these negative forces away from you, how to recognize them and keep them away from you. That's what this video is going to be about, okay? And let me tell you guys something. A lot of times what I found is, in my experience, is that a lot of times the negative energy does not come from people you expect it to come from. And you expect it to come from people that, you know, you don't like, or they don't like you. You know these people are not in your corner from the jump. Certain people at work that you might not get along with, or somebody in your class that's, for some reason has an issue with you. But oftentimes, in my experience, it has come from people that were closest to me. Friends, or so called friends, and family members that have done me the dirtiest. I mean, done me the dirtiest. People that I care about the most and love. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a story. Before I went to school and graduated and all that, back when it was real, when the struggle was real, honey, I remember having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, someone I loved very much. I still love her. Still love her. Um, Having a conversation, we are just talking about our goals and stuff. And at the time, well, I was in school, but I wasn't quite in the courses that I need to be. I had just started. I was in my prereq stage. And so I was just taking these basic maths and stuff that I needed in sciences that I needed to get into the field. And I remember having a conversation with her, and she, just out of the blue, it came out of nowhere. She made a comment that she didn't think I was going to make it through school or something like that. Just something just off the wall that didn't sound kosher to me. Okay, let's pause. Right there and there. She said something that I would never have said to her. I would never say that to anybody. First of all, who is you to tell me what the Most High got in store for me? Or hell, what I got in store for me. You don't know my capabilities. I've said this over and over and over and over and over again. Do not let anybody tell you what you're capable of. Now I'm sitting there, I could have easily have went back with her and got into it with her about where she was in her life and how much she had accomplished. But I wasn't going to do that. I was way younger than she was. And at that point in time had accomplished way more than she had. But I wasn't, I was not about to go back and forth. And that's something I want to suggest that you guys don't do, because you will be, especially if you have that fighter spirit like I do. When somebody comes at you, you gonna be right back at that ass. Like, hold up, wait a goddamn minute. Who the hell is you? Look at your life. You know what I'm saying? But don't just be still, my loves. Be still. Because at that moment in time, when I broke down what she said in the situation, I said, this is not her. This ain't nothing but the devil. This is the devil, evil spirit, whatever you want to call it, negative energy that she has let got into her. And at that moment in time, I knew that I didn't need to say anything. Either she would come back and apologize, or she would continue to show herself. So in that moment, and I'm telling you, it was literally just a few moments, but in that moment, she went on and she explained what she meant, and she started to kind of backpedal, and then the apology came out. Now, the reason I'm telling you guys this story is because it was at that moment that I realized that what my elder had taught me about recognizing when evil is in your presence, that it's absolutely true. Because when I tell you guys that I felt a energy, a, I felt something in the room that was not her. You guys, I had worked with this woman for a few years at that point. We had had multiple conversations. Never had she ever said anything remotely negative to me, ever, in any type of way. And all of a sudden, this is coming out of her. Someone who had always told me to follow my goals and my dreams and keep on my path, and how much she admired me and this and that. And all of a sudden, this negative energy is coming out of her. No, no, no. This is not her. And that's why I didn't lash out at her. Because trust me, I'm from the hood. We lash. Okay, we don't take no shit. But I said no. I said something is not right about this situation. So I thought that was a good example to tell y'all. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation like that, but it's really, really incredible. Because like I said, I felt that spirit. And then she came back. She came back in the room. And I remember after I left that day, after we left work or whatever, because me and her talked all the time. We were on the phone together. We went to lunch together. I remember saying a prayer, thanking the Most High for allowing me to be in that space, for allowing me to stand strong and to recognize when the devil was in my presence. And from that point on, I always looked for him. I always look for him. I look for him in myself at times. And what I'm talking about is being still. Be still. Don't allow people to take you there. Don't allow people to do that to you, to bring you out your character. Stop. Be quiet. Let them talk. And I guarantee you, if they talk long enough, you'll be able to see who that person is. You'll be you'll be able to see exactly who that person is and their intentions towards you, whether it be good or bad. And you're going to be tempted because they're going to be coming at you like a force. But do not give in. My loves, don't give in. Now, I mentioned the fact that I look for Satan at times. Look for the changes that I felt that day in other situations. Look for that feeling that I was overwhelmed with. I look for that. But not just in other people. I look for it in myself. Because whether you believe it or not, negative energy transfers from person to person. This is absolutely the truth. If you have ever felt, say you was feeling real good, you woke up feeling good, honey. You woke up just feeling like you was that bitch. And then all of a sudden somebody came, called you on the phone or came over to your house feeling sad, feeling, they're going through some things. And then all of a sudden after they leave, all of a sudden you feeling sad. Not just because you sympathize with that person, but because all of a sudden you just, whatever energy they left in that room, they're gone. But I'm telling you, that energy that they came with is now with you. Oh, trust and believe me, loves, this is real. This is real. Now all of a sudden, you in the house thinking about whatever you thinking about, but the positivity has gone away. Now you looking around like, damn, shit. I got all this work to do. These kids ain't clean their room. I got to do this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. Where this nigga at? He's supposed to been home an hour ago. Now you're sipping on some wine. Whatever it is you do to relax yourself. And you done fell into the trap. He got you. So this is very real stuff that we're talking about. So in a situation like that, you got to speak to that spirit, to that energy. However you want to do it. I do it out loud. The devil is a liar. You got to get the hell out of my house. You got to get the hell away from me. My life is good. My family is good. You don't belong here. You're not welcome here. We praise the Most High here. You're not welcome in this house. You're not welcome in my space around me. And, to people, like I said, to people who are not very religious, this might sound like a bunch of hocus pocus and a bunch of crazy talk and all this and that. You can think what you want. But I know that this stuff is real because I have lived this stuff. Everything that I'm talking about, I have experienced, I have done. I've had to do it. There was a time in my life recently, especially after the death of my little brother, where I felt like the devil was coming for me. And that's what he does. He is pure evil. He is the great deceiver. Will have you feel in some kind of way, and you've got to stop, be in silence, recognize his presence, and say, get the hell away from me. You're not welcome here. We praise the Most High here in this home. And you do whatever you have to do to get rid of him. You drop to your knees, you say a prayer, you get them incense going, you open windows and get him out of that house and away from you. Okay, so that brings me to the next thing. What do you do when he jumps into you? How do you know when he's jumped into you? Well, this is a little bit more difficult, but it can be done. This goes back to when I was talking about getting out of character, allowing someone to bring you up out of character, out of your normal state of being. Say, I'll give you an example. I've got so many. Okay, you're talking to a loved one, you're talking to a friend, and you guys get into a heated argument. They are getting on your last nerve. Okay? They saying all kinds of shit. They won't let you talk. You feel yourself getting hot, heated. First thing you want to do is go off. You want to tell them about themselves. Let's say you do. You begin the process. Girl, I don't know who the hell you think you talking to, bitch. You need to get your stop right then and there. Like I said, it's all about, and this takes practice. This is not easy to do. This is not easy to do at all. It's better to control him when you feel that feeling that you're about to go off and explode. When you start feeling that burning feeling, it's better to stop it there. Because once he gets going, it's really, really hard to control him. So you already in the process, you going off. Think long and hard about what you're saying. You almost have to, it happens so quickly because we know it doesn't take long for somebody to irritate you to the point where you just want to go off on them. But you got to stop. That's where I say you got to stop and be still in that moment. So you've already started. At that point, you say, you know what? I apologize for what I just said, but I'm not going to do this with you right now. I can't do this with you. I didn't mean what I just said. But this, we can't do this right now. And hang up the phone. I'll walk away from that situation. Girl, I'll hit you back later. And then you need to go and you need to evaluate yourself and evaluate at what point was it you and at what point was it this entity that entered you. And I know this sounds, like I said, to somebody who is not very spiritual, this probably sounds like a bunch of craziness. Like, what are you talking about? Evaluate the spirit. It is a spirit. Oh, it's absolutely a spirit. I honestly no longer really see things when I hear about criminality and things going on out here in the world. It's literally like I see good forces and bad forces when I see things like this happen. When I hear about a rape or a molestation case, we dealing with evil forces. Evil forces that have used people to do their bidding, honey. That's all it is. Evil forces. Because nobody starts out evil. Children aren't born evil. This is something that's installed in them, that grows, that festers. This demonality. It's a spirit. Absolutely, it's a spirit. And I'm glad that I had the upbringing that I had. To be able, I was taught very well by a very wise person. And, if I could be of any help to anybody, that's what I'm trying to do here. So I hope this wasn't too deep for you guys. I just thought I'd switch it up. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back soon with another one. I'm going to try and keep these things pumping, y'all. Try and have one up at least once a day. And I will see you guys soon with another video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, my loves. And I'll see you soon.